Good morning, world. I hope you're having a lovely Monday. I am once again a little disconcerted, feeling uncomfortable, really hesitated longer than I should have to push the go live button on my screen. On Wednesday, I had talked about not doing a bit of bravery story today because I wanted to introduce you to a new offering that I am working on. And as I prepared myself to talk to you about the new offering, I realized it was taking a bit of bravery to do so. Here's why. I'm not ready. I am envisioning this grandiose walking community because I know so many people who they keep talking about walking more. They say they enjoy walking, they enjoy getting out in the fresh air, they enjoy the physical activity, they enjoy allowing their mind to just relax and release. And then that invites a little bit of creativity and problem solving into their day, but yet they don't walk. And I haven't quite been able to figure out why. There are many excuses: no time, the weather is poor, oh, I might get sweaty. But even these people that I'm talking with realize that these are just kind of excuses. And so I am creating a community that right now I'm just calling the Walk With Me community for people who just need a little bit of support and encouragement. Walking may not sound all that glamorous and all of that great, but when you start talking to people about it and sharing what you've seen on your walk, a couple of videos ago, I shared this skeleton, this plastic skeleton that someone had out in their yard at the end of May. And you can see wonders like that around you all the time when you're out walking, when you start looking for things. So I want to encourage people to start doing that. So I have this big vision. I'm not going to go into the whole thing too much detail right now because I am really nervous. My brain is, the words keep leaving me. Here I am. You can always tell when I'm clasping my hands, that's when I'm nervous. Let me just kind of sit on them, squeeze my hands between my knees. So often we want to wait until everything is perfect. I have so many ideas for this community. I want to do scavenger hunts so that when you're out taking a walk, you are looking for specific things. They're not going to be hard things. It'll be things like an out-of-state license plate, a certain color flower or car, a home that has something unusual, Christmas or holiday decorations that are out of season. The skeleton that I saw a week ago would probably qualify in that category. When I saw it, I kind of wondered, did they just forget that it was down here? And then by the time they realized, did they think, well, Halloween will be back before we know it? Things like birds, whether you can see a bird or hear a bird, just become more aware of your surroundings. So a scavenger hunt is one thing that I want to do in this community. And then in a Facebook group, I'll have set up a private Facebook group, and we will be able to share screenshots or take photos of things that we're seeing on our walks. We'll be able to share if we have apps on our phones that we're tracking our distance or our pace, where we can share those things. Now, I want to assure you, this is not for the advanced walkers only. I'm going to have 5 levels so that you can start wherever you're at. And I have a success plan in the works. I'm kind of finalizing that, but I think it will even need tweaking once we get started. So that even if you're right now in level 1, which I've identified as the slippers level, where you put your slippers on, you're comfortable, but you're pretty sedentary. No judgments on that. Don't beat yourself up if that's where you are currently, because what we can do is get you out of the slippers and into a pair of flip-flops, which are level 2. With each level, you'll be increasing the amount of time that you're walking and the distance that you're walking. This is all self-paced. I do not want you to hurt yourself. And if you're in physical condition where you would need to see a doctor before you got started, I strongly encourage you to do that. There's my disclaimer, because I am not a trained professional. I'm just someone who loves to walk and loves to encourage people to walk. So so there's 5 levels. And with each level, you would be increasing the frequency and the duration of what you're walking. And the thing that will be fun is we are going to have points that you can earn for participating in the scavenger hunt, for being active in the Facebook community, and your self-tracking. This is something that you can just have a worksheet or a check sheet or your calendar by you and just put a check and keep track of your points. And then once a week or once a month, I'm still have details to iron out, but they're not going to stop me. I am going to move forward. So this community will be live by the middle of June. Deep breath. I still have a lot to do, but what gets done gets done. I just want to encourage people to walk. Here in Maine, it is such a beautiful time of the year, and to lose out on the summer months when we could become more active. Hey, Ruth, glad you could join me. To miss out on these summer months they're so precious. And I understand that in other parts of the country, the weather is really hot, and you may need to find other times during the day, either early in the morning or later in the evening, or you may need to find places indoors to walk. But those are available. You just may need to be a little creative. Today I was at the grocery store and I was walking up and down the aisles, even though I didn't need to go up those aisles, and I knew I didn't need anything in those aisles. Walking those extra aisles just gave me some extra steps, because it's raining outside today and I really don't want to go outside in the rain. Sometimes I do, but today didn't feel like it. So there are places where you can walk pretty much wherever you are. So I am excited about this community. I just want people to fall in love with walking, because it's not just the physical activity. It is what it can do for your heart and for your spirit. There are so many days when my brain is cluttered and I'm just shutting down. I can't think anymore. Some of the things recently has been thinking about this community, all of the pieces, the background pieces, the technology that I need to get in place. And if I'm looking for perfection, this community will never happen. But if I just get enough done to get it started, I can add to it later. And so I encourage you to think about whether it's a walking program for you or any other dream that you have in your life, a vision for something you want to accomplish. Are you waiting for things to be perfect? Or are you just, when you have enough done, what's the minimum requirement? And then once you have that done, you move forward, and you know that the other pieces will start to fall in place as they need to fall into place. So it's scary. It's scary. I was looking at my to-do list of all that I have to do. But yeah, I'm going to make this happen. So if you're interested, you can go to my website, donnadoyon.com/walk. And I have a place where you can sign up to be on my wait list. What this means is that you will receive information about this program as I'm getting the pieces in place. And then when I open the doors for people to actually sign up to join it, I will be sending out an email with that information. There will be a fee. It will be $10 a month for people that join right here now at the very beginning. Because let's face it, it's not going to be perfect yet. Is there such a thing as perfect anyway? So $10 a month, but that's just going to be part of your incentive, your motivation for continuing. Because I am going to be right there cheering you on and encouraging you to get out and walk, whether it's initially 1 or 2 days a week, whether it's adding 5 minutes to your day every day, whether you're up to 30 to 45 minutes most days of the week at a really brisk pace so that you're getting those full heart and lung benefits. That's ultimately where I would love for you to be. But if that's not where you want to be, that's your choice. These levels are designed, you can go as far, as fast as you want. But I would caution sometimes with a fitness program, if we're starting too quickly, we hurt ourselves or we just feel overwhelmed. And I don't want either of those things to happen. I want you to enjoy walking as much as I enjoy walking. Okay, funny, well, I don't know if it's a funny story, but Earl and I went hiking on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We were doing some trail maintenance on the Grafton Knot Loop here in Maine. So we had hiked a total of about 12 miles. I think it was about 6 miles. And then we went about a mile on the day where we were actually clearing the trail, which that's hard work. It's stop and go work. You're cutting bushes and branches back off the trail. So that's very slow paced. And then Sunday morning, Earl says, why don't we go for a 10-mile walk? All right, we've just tortured our legs and our backs carrying heavy packs with 3 days worth of food, our camping equipment. And yeah, a 10-mile walk seemed like a good idea. At about 8 miles, it didn't seem like such a good idea to me anymore, but I still had to get home. That's how much I love walking. Even after I've kind of toasted my legs, I can still go for a long, long walk. And no, that's not the expectation for you, but you may decide that that's something that you would enjoy as well. Thanks, Ruth. I appreciate that vote of confidence that I can do this. Yes, it is scary. We all do scary things, don't we? Or sometimes we don't. And then we look back and we say, oh, why didn't I do it? So I am trying to not let those fears and the doubts and the can I do this hold me back. I hope you're not letting it hold you back either. And if starting a walking program is something that you would like to begin as a very new sedentary type person, I hope you'll check this out. donnadoyon.com/walk. Or if you're a more seasoned, more engaged walker, you do it frequently, but you would still love to be in a community, I encourage you to check it out as well. Thank you so much for watching today. Yes, Ruth, always face your fears. Isn't it easier said than done, though, sometimes? Do you find that? It's especially hard here on live Facebook. Oh, thank you for the hugs. I mean, for the hearts. You're making my heart light up right now. So I feel so much better having finally shared this. So check it out. I will be talking more about it in the days to come, I am sure, because I just want this to be a world full of walkers. And now I'm saying and all the time, so I definitely need to wrap this up. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Love you all.